My name is Brian Johnson. I'm here with Shawn Carrington, who is directing the upcoming comedy Lend Me a Tenor here on the Stockton Civic Theater stage, opening January 9th. Shawn, thanks for making some time for us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah. So, can you tell me a little bit about what it's been like putting together a show for the first time, being a director?
It's quite an experience. It's everything that I ever wanted and a few things that I didn't expect. This has been something I've waited for at least the last 5 or 6 years. It's a dream come true. And the fact that it's actually happening is a little bit overwhelming, but it's very exciting, and it's everything I could have asked for.
So when you went to cast this show, you had a tone in mind. What tone was that? Was it you're looking at a farce, slapstick humor?
Yes. This is an American farce, as opposed to the typical British farces that you hear from, Ray Cooney and such great authors as that. An American farce, it's the same style. It's just door slamming and women in lingerie and the whole thing.
Right.
And mistaken identity, which is key. You need to find someone with the timing, the comic timing, someone who understands what farce is. To understand they're going to have to break that sense of reality, and just go, this is just silly, and just go, it makes no sense. It's not supposed to make sense. Sit back and enjoy.
Gotcha. Written by Ken Ludwig, right?
Yes.
Did he win the Tony for this one?
I believe he did, yes.
And there were at least a few other nominations.
Oh, quite a dozen.
A few scores.
Quite a few nominations, and then the revivals received several nominations as well.
Now, you told me earlier, Tony Shalhoub played the role of Saunders. Did that influence you when you cast this show?
To a point, yes. I mean, I kind of knew what I wanted in Saunders. It had needed to be a very agitated character, someone who's very high-strung all the time, who's never on number 2. He's at 8 or 9 on a slow day. A normal day is 10.
Yeah.
And if he's just having a really good day, he's about 12. So
that's great. Okay, and who did you cast?
Mike Kiley.
Mike Kiley.
Mike Kiley is someone who I've worked with for years. He's actually someone who was a director of mine at one time, and so it's interesting that he, along with a couple other people on the show, are people that that directed me coming up, and now I'm their director. So it's really interesting.
Right. That leads me to your casting for Tito.
Yes, that's Richard Garvin.
Right.
Another former director of mine. He's a mentor of mine. He taught me a lot, and it's nice to be able to use some of the things that he brought me. I can kind of use it with him. Right. But at the same time, I have a little bit of myself in it also. But yeah, Richard made the step that he came in to audition for another role and then came back and said, I want to go out for Tito, and knocked it out of the park.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen some of the rehearsals. His accent is impeccable. And Andy Dasty, another recurring actress here, and her playing the role of Maria.
She's playing the role of Maria, and there's something about Andy that maybe because I know her, there's something that I noticed that she can bring to Maria that I just love it. And she just has this way about her where she can just completely let loose, and it's wonderful.
And getting really angry, she's good at that.
She's good at that, and I mean that in the nice way. Please don't hurt me. No, she's great.
Right.
And she was the right choice.
Yeah. Now playing the role of Max, you've got
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith, another person who I've worked with in the past. Also another former person who directed me in the show.
Yeah.
But he just has everything in Max that I've always wanted with this character. He has this. You're gonna wonder, what's gonna happen to him next? This poor guy's stuck in the middle of everything, and he's doing his job. He's doing his job. That's the bottom line. He's doing his job, and he just happens to get stuck in the middle of everything and finds a way to make a bad situation work.
Nice. Well, I have, as I said, I've seen some rehearsals and been really impressed, and this is a ways out from opening. As we talk today, we're 1 week away.
1 week.
Yeah. And what do you hope to achieve with with this cast, with this show, not only coming out with a great show as a first-time director, but what personally does this mean to you? I mean, obviously it's a landmark. It's a landmark in your life.
This is big. It's something that I've wanted since I came here to the theater in '94. But I didn't really get serious about it until 2007. And just for the last 5 years, assisting, directing, stage managing, just doing whatever I can do to just kind of get to this point. And I've sat and I've watched other people come along and take shows, and I waited my turn. But obviously, waiting my turn was the right decision because now I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something that I needed to learn for myself, that maybe it wasn't my time a year ago or 2 years ago, but now it is. And when this show opens, I'm probably going to be the biggest baby in the bunch, sitting in the booth or wherever I am, bawling my eyes out because it's a dream come true. You know, I've waited forever for this, and it's almost here.
Wonderful. Now you've got Elsa Fulton doing costumes. I've got me doing your set, and with help on the lights, we've got Greg Dart and Hugh Litfin with sound. We've got Chris Martin running the soundboard, but I'll design the sound for you. You've got some other cast members that we haven't talked about, the girls and your bellhop.
Okay, I have Sarah Spinker. She's playing Maggie. She's new to our theater. She walked in on auditions, and what I said for the auditions, I want that one person who would walk in the door and just blow me away. And that was Sarah.
Sarah Spinker.
She walked in the door, she had the look, and she opened her mouth, and she just had it. And she's one of those people that takes direction, and you tell her one thing, and she just runs with it, and she just does it, and you sit going, wow, okay. You were the right choice.
Awesome.
Elaine Sekula, who I absolutely love. She's one of my favorite people, and she's another one that walked in the door and had Julia written all over it. So she opened her mouth, she just won me over. Jennifer Hastings, Diana.
Yes, typically a choreographer or a dancer on stage, and
that was one of the things I know she can do acting, not just sit up there and dance, which she's excellent at doing. But I know that there's an actress, you know, and she's learning, and she picks up direction really well, and she's doing phenomenal. You're gonna love her in the show.
Oh, absolutely.
David Nelson.
Playing the bellhop.
Playing the bellhop. A role I played many years ago.
A singing bellhop.
Yeah, the singing bellhop. He sings much better than I did when I did it. But yeah, he came in. He put a spin on the bellhop that is I didn't expect. And when he did it, I nearly fell out of my seat laughing.
Well, I look forward to seeing that.
And that's the thing. If I'm having that reaction first time in an audition, I'm wondering, you know, when the audience sees it, they're going to have the same reaction. And that's what you look for, you know.
Awesome. Now, when the show does open and you're up in the booth crying like a baby, or out in the audience, finally having achieved this, what's your next move?
My next move is to use this opportunity to see what's ready for what's next for me. Hopefully other opportunities here.
Yeah.
I love this place. This is my home theater. It took me a long time to get here. I don't want to be a one-shot wonder, and I don't think that's going to happen because I feel, you know, that we're doing some good stuff here.
Wonderful.
And as other opportunities come along, we'll just see what happens. I am an actor first and foremost. I want to get back in the show. I'm going to be one of these days it will happen. But until then, you know, whatever door opens for me, I'll be ready for it.
Awesome.
I can do anything now.
Well, thanks so much, Shawn. Really appreciate it, bro.
Thank you guys so much.
Lend Me a Tenor opens January 9th and closes January 27th. Get your tickets at the box office here. You can call area code 209-473-2424, or you can go online to sctlivetheater.com. Once again, thanks, Shawn, and we'll see you at the show.